Yeah.
Oh man. Boy. South Park. No. I don't know. That's a tough question because there's a lot of good ones. Solar Opposite. Like
Solar
plug my own show.
Opposite.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like that'll happen. These two giant mega corporations like deciding to, what was I guess the last time that happened was with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It was the last time like somehow two very different mega corporations somehow set aside their business to just bring I don't know how that.
I mean, it would be like the Marvel universe meets the Rick and Morty universe.
Yeah. Well, because like Rick and Morty could teleport anyway.
A lot of our thoughts.
Thoughts. Marvel stuff?
Yeah. Marvel like sucked a lot of Rick and Morty canon.
To be fair, they've been doing multiverse. They've been doing multiverse way before Rick and Morty was a show, though.
That's true.
They've been doing some crazy sci-fi shit for a long time in the comics. But I think I don't know, Adventure Time would be cool. Simpsons, we already did kind of with the Simpsons cold open. We did.
The
Futurama would be cool. Futurama would be fun.
It would be cool to bring back a show that ended, kind of, or like
King of the Hill.
Like something like Beavis and Butthead, or like King of the Hill, or like Daria on like Rick and Morty would be excellent.
Beavis and Butthead is a really good answer. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Just like something that we don't have anymore. That
would be really fun, man. Like those characters are fucking hilarious. Like, and just the whole concept of the world being like the straight, like they're just anyway. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead is brilliant. Mike Judge is fucking amazing.
Honestly, I don't know.
It'd be fun to work with him on whatever. Like he's great.
Agreed. Same.
It's like already a brainstorming for the next.
At an audition. I mean,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, no. You were we cast you. So I think right the first, or did we actually?
The first time we met when I came in for a callback.
Oh, we did a callback. Okay, it's been so freaking
in like
long.
A garage, and I was like, "Is this what always happens when you do voiceover auditions? Like you walk into somebody's
that's right. Garage? It was early days. We didn't even have an office yet.
No. And then we met, and I was very pregnant at the time. So you made this joke, which always made me laugh. You were like, "You didn't sound that pregnant when you're on," or something really stupid. It was great to be like, "Ha, yeah." And then you guys kept me forever and ever now. So are you happy with your choice, Tristan? Were you okay?
Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah, no, I mean, it was no joke. I do remember like we got a lot of auditions and your voice jumped out for some reason. Something about your voice jumped out. But yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, you're incredible. Obviously.
To me, it was like one of the most, I had gotten into it because I was like, well, I've never worked in this space before. And it has honestly been the most joyous experience of my life. I love doing voiceover work. I had no idea I loved it as much as they do. I would do it I like doing on camera work too, but it's not the same. It really is so much more of who I am. I don't also like to go out that much. I don't like being the center of like a red carpet. It's fine. I can do it. I love being in a booth with the headphones on in the quiet, just doing voices, making voices.
Yeah.
Right?
Me too. I mean? Oh yeah.
Like it's not everything else is really stressful, and that's like the thing that isn't. And I absolutely love it. Yeah. So, you gave me one of the greatest gifts of my life. Truly. Yeah. He's like, thanks, Spencer. No, it's true.
No. I mean, it's just hard to take compliments, I guess. But yeah, no, I mean, and you also earned. I mean, you're amazing. Not to make this like you're so great. No, you're so great kind of moment. But yeah.
No, I mean, I every time I like get the opportunity to portray Summer, like it is extremely important to me. I take it very seriously, and I just, I don't know, like I would never leave the show. Like I've been asked, I've said that in our last round of interviews, I'd been asked to leave and I said, no, it's okay. I'm not going to do that other show. It's fine. But I ended up doing both shows anyway. But I was like, no, I'm never leaving this. Like, you'll have to just get used to it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. I feel like you've got a little leverage there. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a really fascinating story to this where, you know, it was the plan for me to do both characters, but the way I was doing Morty was very different. And in the original animatic, it's just actually kind of grating, like what I was doing. And I didn't realize it at the time. And Dan and I both kind of we just kind of were like, no, these are the characters. And that, you know, that was that. Lazo loved it, but he really didn't like Morty. Actually, they wanted to recast me for both. And Harmon convinced them to keep me for Rick. But then we did a pretty extensive casting round of casting for Morty. And while we were doing that, I spoke with Lazo and I got like, what is it about Morty that what do you want him to be? And then I took his notes and I just did a few, I recorded some like character studies with the two characters just talking to each other. And one of those character studies actually ended up becoming the cold open to the pilot with Rick drunk driving the car and like he's going to blow up the planet and start a whole fresh start. And don't worry about Jessica, like she's all for you. That whole thing was like, just, I made that up. Like Dan gave me these little prompts, you know, gave me like 4 or 5 little like prompts to do like to run these scenes. So I didn't have a script. I just was in there making that up and just talking to myself. And then, but I was playing Morty more grounded and more like an actual, like normal sounding, you know, kid, or teenager, or whatever. And that's what Lazo was looking for. And then it was by a sliver that I got Lazo a couple of those little like animatics that Brian Newton forwarded those. And Lazo was like, okay, he called me like really early one morning, and it was the night before we were sending the final round of auditions from like the second round, where we found some really good Mortys, like 100% would have been one of them. But he heard this first and he's like, all right, you got the part, you can do Morty. And it was so close that it wasn't. Yeah, but like honestly, that was important to the show, in, you know, like that I'd be able to riff and do the characters back and forth, you know, and especially in the early season, like the first 2 seasons, especially, like boy, oh boy, like the show would just not have been the same show. But anyway, yeah.
I agree.